in the rigs for Sunday if you can accommodate me.
Well, you need to talk to the person who's in charge of the rigs, who's as late as usual.
Hey, Gregory!
I'm Marcellus?
You old son of a gun, why did you? But Greg,
Professor Hill's the name, Harold Hill.
why'd you tell me you was coming?
I didn't know I was myself. Besides, how could I know you'd end up in a little tank town like this? You were a pretty big slicker back when you were in business with me.
Too many close shaves with the way you work. Besides, I got me a nice, comfortable girl. Ethel Toffermeyer, boss's niece.
Gone legitimate, huh? I knew you'd come to no good.
What's the new pitch? Oh, don't tell me you're back in the band business. Last I heard you was in steam automobiles.
I was.
What happened?
Somebody actually invented one.
Oh, no.
Now, give me the lowdown here, Mars.
You won't get anywhere with these stubborn islands. Besides, that stuck-up music teacher will expose you before you even have a chance to unpack your grid.
Male or female?
The librarian? Female.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Now, if she passes by, point her out to me.
I will. So, how are we going to start the pitch?
Same old way. Keep that music teacher off balance. Then my next step will be to get your town out of the serious trouble it's in.
River City isn't in any trouble.
I'll have to create some. I have to create a desperate need for a boys band, you remember? Now, what's new around town? What can I use?
Nothing. Well, the billiards parlor did just get a new pool table.
They've never had a pool table here before?
Nope, just billiards.
That'll do. See you later, Mars. And remember, music teacher.
Music teacher.
Are you Mr. Dunlop? Yeah. Well, either you are closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you're not aware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, we got trouble, my friend. Right here, I say trouble right here in River City. Why, sure, I'm a billiard player, certainly mighty proud to say I'm always mighty proud to say it. I consider that the hours I spend with a cue in my hand are golden. Helps cultivate horse sense, a cool head, and a keen eye. Did you ever take and try to give an ironclad lead to yourself from a three-rail billiard shop? But just as I say, it takes judgment, brains, and maturity to score in a balk-line game. I say that any boo can take and shove a ball in a pocket, and I call that sloth. The first big step on the road to the depths of degradation. I say first, medicinal wine from a teaspoon, then beer from a bottle, and the next thing you know, your son is playing for money in a pinback suit, and listening to some big out-of-town Jasper hearing tell about horse race gambling. Not a wholesome trotting race, no, but a race where they set down right on the horse. Like to see some stuck-up jockey boy setting on Dan Patch, make love boyo, well, I should say. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in a table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum with a capital B, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. And all week long, your River City youth will be frittering away. I say your young men will be frittering away there. Noontime, supper time, chore time too. Get the ball in the pocket. Never mind getting dandelions pulled over the screen door, attached to the beefsteak pounding. And never mind pumping any water until your parents are caught with the cistern empty on a Saturday night, and that's a trouble. Oh yes, you got lots and lots of trouble. I'm thinking of the kids in the Knickerbocker, shirt-tail young ones, peeping in the pool hall when after school. You got trouble, folks, right here in River City. Trouble with a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. Now I know all of you folks are the right kind of parents. I'm gonna be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on while they're loafing around that hall? They'll be trying out Beaver, trying out Cuban, trying out tailor-mades like cigarette fiends, and bragging all about how they're gonna cover up a telltale breath with sense. And one fine night, they leave the pool hall, head for the dance at the armory. Libertine men and scarlet women and ragtime, shameless music that'll drag your son and your daughter in the arms of jungle, animal instinct, mass hysteria. Friends, the idle brain is the devil's playground. Trouble!
Oh, we got trouble!
Right here in River City!
Right here in River City!
With a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool!
That stands for pool!
We've surely got trouble!
We've surely got trouble!
Right here in River City!
Right here!
We've got to figure out a way to keep the young ones moral after school.
Our children gonna have trouble!
Trouble. Heed the warning before it's too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. The minute your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers? Below, is there a knickerbocker? nicotine stain on his index finger, a time nozzle hidden in the corn crib. Is he memorizing jokes out of Captain Billy's whiz bag? Are certain words creeping into his conversation? Words like sweat. Aha. And so's your old man. If so, my friends, you got trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here in River City.
With a capital T and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
We surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.